Go, go, go in Dublin for round 5 of the UCI Cyclo-cross World Cup. Very fast start from Leonie Benfeld at the front. Just going to get muddier and muddier now with the rain that's falling. And this time we don't have any Fem van Empel, we don't have Puck Peters, no Anna-Marie Verst. This is a real power section. Through the sand, you really have to keep the power on. Lucinda Brand riding superbly through that section. So it's Marie Schreiber just dominating proceedings at the moment. Brand looks so determined today, doesn't she? She has that look of a real champion on her face. Now we're into this really muddy little section as Brand decides to test out the rest of the riders and just see whether she can get a little bit of a gap. Alvarado knows she cannot give Brand this sort of a distance. She needs to keep pushing. Sara Casasola, and another good ride again today. Up in 5th place now. A little bit of a gap though of about 10 seconds to the back of the group at the lead. And now Brand really has turned the pressure on. Big attack from Lucinda Brand. As these 4 riders now have real distance between the rest of the riders. Brand into that aero tuck, using that road speed to very good effect. Next group of riders, led by Sara Casasola. Brand is using this section now to just try and put everybody in the shade. She's got real speed. She's managing to find more speed than she's found this season onto the hurdles now. Brand makes very short work of that, so does Backstead. Alvarado tucks in on the wheel. They need to keep the pressure on because otherwise this rider is just going to disappear. Here's our next group of riders. And Backstead decides to pit. Gets herself ready. Bike is there. Her dad Magnus gets her straight onto that machine. She checks around. She's now in podium place. Whoa, and a little power slide for Celine Del Carmen Alvarado. It's a tricky little corner, this one. Brand puts the power on again. This section of the course is where she's making a massive difference. There's the gap back to Backstead. Backstead's having a hard moment here. Alvarado just desperately searching, trying to find some bit of speed that can bring her closer to the rider in front. But the gap is starting to grow. Such concentration on her face. And there's Alvarado. Oh, and a little problem. She catches the handlebars in the course markings on the left-hand side. That just shows the tiredness. This is starting to look like Lucinda Brand's race, isn't it? Brand, gritted teeth, steely determination today. Alvarado on the limit, I would say, this afternoon. Just hasn't been her day so far. Now, where is Backstead? There she is, just behind. The gap is 12 seconds. You don't want someone like Backstead behind you when she knows that you're starting to struggle. Back into the sand. And this is where she makes such a massive difference. She's able to get so far along that sand section without having to get off. Let's just compare it to Alvarado and how far she gets. No distance at all. This is where Brand is just finding a few seconds here or there. And now Brand can get ready to celebrate. Incredibly, 21 rounds since she won a World Cup. 22 months later, Lucinda Brand has fought her way back. It's another second place today. The World Cup leader consolidates her position. Second for Alvarado. And not too far behind, Zoe Backstead finishes in third.
Lucinda Brand!
Lucinda Brand wins in Dublin. There's our podium.